Nick Kyrgios has lamented his midnight drug test ahead of his second-round win over Tommy Paul at the Citi Open on Wednesday. He was also asked to eat at the cafe, something he said a seeded player would not have to do. Nevertheless, the 27-year-old beat a second straight American opponent in Washington, D.C. Kyrgios saved 4 break points and converted 2 of his own against Tommy Paul to sail into the last 16 without dropping a set. He beat Marcos Giron in his tournament opener a day ago. In his press conference following his victory over Paul, Kyrgios said that had he been seeded, he wouldn't have had to go through his ordeal at the tournament. Explaining the benefits of not having a higher ranking, Kyrgios revealed that he had to undergo a midnight drug test ahead of his match against Paul and eat in the cafe. "I think a seeded player doesn't even play his first round," said Kyrgios. "Last night, I played a tough first round, and I got drug tested until 12 a.m. midnight and expected to play tonight." He, a seeded player, gets to bed at the time he wants to get to bed. Eats what he wants to eat. "I was told to eat in the cafe when there was no food. These are just things I think a seeded player won't have to deal with." Kyrgios will next take on another American, Riley Opelka, for a place in the quarterfinals of the Citi Open. "My ranking has never reflected my game." Nick Kyrgios is a better player than his world ranking of number 63 would suggest. Had the championships not been stripped of their ranking points, the Australian would have earned 1,200 ranking points to return to the top 20 of the ATP rankings. Stating that his ranking never reflected the level of his game, Kyrgios also said that he seldom plays a full schedule, which adversely affects his ranking. "It's the rankings, not really an accolade or anything," said Kyrgios. "My ranking has never sort of reflected my game. That's also due to the schedule I play. I have never really played a full schedule." The Australian added that he doesn't like to travel at the end of the year and prefers to spend time with his family and girlfriend instead. "Towards the end of the year, it's just too much travel for me," said Kyrgios. "It's not something I'm willing to explore either. I don't want to give that time at home up and time with my family and girlfriend. We need that time at home. I'm not worried about my ranking. It would help in certain things." If Kyrgios goes all the way at the Citi Open this week, he'll break into the top 40 of the rankings.